Check 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? Check 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? George, how you doing, buddy? This is Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? George, how you doing, buddy? This is Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me mute this. All right. This is just a little pre-screen test. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Let me restart this. Sweet. How are you guys doing? Holy crap! 25 of you guys are freaking watching this. I'm just doing a pre-screen stream test. Nice. Are you guys gonna be at the Scream stream tonight? I'm excited. I'm happy to be coming back. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's weird not having anybody else to talk to, like, vocally, I guess. But I'm glad you guys can hear me. Sweet. Since I'm here, if you guys want to ask me a couple questions, go ahead. Do it. Yeah, why not? Looks like, because last time I did a stream, like the first 5 minutes we started, you know, and as always, I start talking and nobody could hear me. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen tonight. Yeah, the Ender Hayden, I can't wait to talk Halloween too. That's going to be fun. Seems like we talk Halloween at every stream, but people just keep coming in droves. People love Halloween. Let me ask you guys a question. What is your favorite Michael Myers portrayal? Like, and outside of Nick Castle, because I know most of you are going to say Nick Castle. So I want to hear from you. What is your favorite Michael Myers portrayal? Maybe Don Shanks? Anyone? Yeah, they actually posted some set photos like over the past couple days. One was for the school. I guess now they're saying that there's actually going to be it's actually going to be set in the hospital for like part of the movie, which is really cool. Yeah, Dick Warlock. That's a good one. A lot of picks for Dick Warlock. Beth S. Green Arrow saying Dick Warlock. Part 6 is probably my favorite outside of, I might even like George P. Wilbur more than I like Nick Castle, to be honest. And just to clear the air with that, Michael A. Lerner actually portrayed Myers in like that last showdown in the theatrical cut of Halloween 6. And he did a damn good job too. And he was much thinner. So. But yeah, Dick Warlock, he's a good one. He's a good one. Halloween 4 is the most deadliest. Tamai, I hope I said that right. You know, speaking of Halloween 4, let me see if I might have this here. Let me go to my encoding software and see if I can pull up this Wade pick. We'll go add image, and we'll call this Wade. And Killer Flicks. I hope I have it somewhere here. I hope I didn't lose it. I want you guys to see this really cool pick. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the design for the shirt that just went live today. Yeah, so it should pull up on your screen here in a minute. Yeah, you guys can see it now. That's the new design for one of the t-shirts that just went live today. It's a Fuck Off Wade shirt. How awesome is that? And I got to give Michael Mims from Killer Flicks credit for that one. Irresistible, really irresistible. I want to track down the guy that played Wade and find him and invite him to Killer Flicks. I really do, because that would be badass. It is mysterious. It says it is Wednesday, my dudes. Yes, it is. Do not say Dangertainment in here. We don't say Dangertainment in the Scream stream, because there's no roundhouse kicking Michael Myers. Screw that shit. So I'm going to take the fuck off Wade thing off of here, because I like seeing Tina's body dragged much more. So I'm going to delete that. Yes. Okay. Questions. Do you guys have any questions? I'll do a few questions before I sign off. I wanted to go live for just a little bit, just so I can see how this thing goes. It looks like it's going great. Cody, no, I did not, buddy. I'm just doing a pre-stream test. That's all I'm doing. You know I love you. I love you very much. And one of the questions that was asked is who would win in a fight between me and Cody. And I stated that me and Cody, we don't fight. Or I would say this. If we fought, we'd fight to the death, and then we'd both die. That's the best answer I could give. So, what's up, Arctic Vixen? Nice to see you there. Dylan Thomas. This is kind of fun. Super Dark Times on Netflix was good. I'd never even heard of that. I can't keep up with Netflix now. There's so much content on Netflix. It's just so hard to keep up with. I just watched The Open House, and I got flamed because I liked it. But I did. I liked it. It was good. It was fun. But hey, that isn't that Devon Graham? That is my favorite channel name out of all of YouTube. I have to let you know that, my friend. Every time I read that name, I just put a big smile on my face. Cody says, yep, there we'd be dancing with the Backstreet Boys on Heaven. Actually, I feel like someone has done that already. What movie was that in where the Backstreet Boys are in heaven? I can't remember what it was, but I know I've seen the movie. What's your favorite water monster movie? Gotta go with The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Have you guys seen Shape of Water? That was amazing. Like, that movie was, wow. It's not for everybody. I will say that, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Oh, This Is the End. That's right. Yes, This Is the End is, It's amazing that people don't talk about This Is the End anymore, because that was one of the funniest comedies I've seen in like the last 10 years. And what the hell happened to comedies? We don't see them anymore, you know? It's like the comedy is dead. Like, every comedy that comes out like over the last few years, none of them, I can't even think of any of them. That's how forgettable comedies are these days. Am I wrong, guys? Okay, I need to breathe. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to have a drink of water. Okay. And thank you, 41 people, for showing up for me to do a pre-stream test. That is really cool. Didn't expect that at all. And if you see I have my purple shirt on right now, that's because I just got out of work, and today I had to get kind of snazzy. So, movies like The Big Sick are like unicorns anymore. I haven't seen The Big Sick yet, but I heard it's really good, actually. So, I'm going to put this on my computer. Actually, I'm not. Now, Dylan, you're saying make sure we get notifications tonight. Is that, how do I make that happen? Isn't that up to you guys? Like, aren't you supposed to click like something to get a notification? What's up, Zach? All right. Neighbors was okay. I didn't think it was great, though. Somebody posted about, was that you, Daniel, that posted about Tragedy Girls? Or was it Simon Moon? I can't remember. Somebody posted that and they said it was really good. Is that new? Let me know if it's new. I heard it's a slasher, though, and I love good slashers. Yeah, click the bell. That's it. Thank you, Maurice. Yep, Cody, you're right. They have to click the bell. That's how you get the subscription button. Or the subscribe button. So, yeah. Let's see. Is it going to be on YouTube? Is what going to be on YouTube? You talking about the bell? I would think so. Den of Thieves. No, I have not. I haven't gotten to the theater in a couple weeks, and I have Movie Pass, so I'm kind of beating myself up over that. Like, it's funny, when you get Movie Pass, you think you'll go to the theater like a lot more, but I don't know. I just haven't had. I think it's like a desire thing. If I'm not, because it's still a process, you know, getting up, going to the theater, getting all the nachos, getting all this, you know, and I want to enjoy that movie. So I think I just have to be fully ready and invested to go see a movie. I'm not just going to go see anything. And Den of Thieves, it just didn't like jump out at me. It looked like one of those January movies that just gets thrown around. What's up, Lindsay? She says, stop doing live streams when I'm busy with other things. Lindsay, I need you to stop what you're doing right now. I need your full, undivided attention. Do you understand me? Okay, thank you. Back to the stream. Will Smith says, Tragedy Girl is a great horror slasher comedy, reverse Final Girl shit. I'm in. That's a really good summation there, too. I like that. That's a good plot synopsis. I love the Final Girls. Now, are you talking about the Final Girls or are you talking about Final Girl? That is a question. Arctic Vixen, I will check my email. Thank you very much. 3 favorite Wes Craven movies. Is that Cavern of Terror? Oh, that's Tamai. Okay, that's an inside joke. Durant Cinema, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Sweet. 3 favorite Wes Craven movies. Got to go with Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I want to say Last House on the Left. Even though that's a tough movie to watch, it kind of created a genre, or was a big part of the beginning of a genre. Thank you, Lindsay. Okay. Yep, Cavern of Terror. That's a big question, right? Wes Craven's put out so many great movies that it's and he's put out some stinkers too, just like John Carpenter. But it's tough to pick some great ones. So yeah. Top 3 favorite collectibles. Definitely my Jason mask. My John Carpenter signed Myers Funko, and the mask, of course, my Myers mask. So that's probably my 3. You should have said top 10 because I got a lot of good collectibles that I love. Let's see. Have you seen The Collector? It's funny you say that, Mario, because I just mentioned The Collector to my wife last night. I was like, you know what? I need to watch The Collector again because that's a really good movie. And Cody kind of turned me on to want to watch that again. So, yeah, I really need to check out The Collector again. I haven't seen The Collection, and Cody says that The Collection, the ending is, like, epic, like, amazing. So, I'm really dying to check out The Collection, but I need to go back and watch The Collector first because I don't remember it that well. Top 5 John Carpenter films, The Ender Hayden. That's a good question. Going to go Halloween, going to go The Thing, The Fog, Escape from New York, and there's got to be one, like, hidden gem that I'm missing. God, it's always that 5th one that gets you. Ghost of Mars. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Ghost of Mars. Ghost of Mars is complete shit. Like, that movie's horrible. I'll get back to you on that. I can't. Christine, thank you. Cavern of Terror. That's it. Christine is fantastic. Love Christine. Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. I'm looking forward to that. I'm kind of getting superheroed out, to be honest, though. If I'm being honest with you, if I'm like right down being honest with you, I'm kind of getting tired of superhero movies. I'm serious. But I'm still looking forward to it. Assault on Precinct 13. Never seen it, James Richter. You should unsubscribe to me right now for saying that. Seriously. Like, hit that unsubscribe button right now. Okay. Blurry Face. Blurry Face, what's up, buddy? He says, will you ever finish the Psycho reviews? Yes, I definitely plan on doing the 4th Psycho. That's happening. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen for you, Blurry Face. So watch out because it's coming. Epic Zombie Killer. Hey, Drum Dums, have you played Friday the 13th the game? I don't have time for games, really. It looks fun. I think what I would do is like go on YouTube and just see clips of the game itself because I think there's a lot of good clips of the game, but I haven't had time to really play the game. Plus, I don't think I have the console to play it, to be honest. Unless you can play it by PC or whatever, but yeah, I don't really do PC games either. So YouTube sucks up all my resources on my computer. Let's see. What else? Will Smith says it is Final Girls, 2 of them, in the way, but I don't want to spoil you anything. I've seen both of them, so. Top 5 horror movie directors. I'm going to go Wes Craven, John Carpenter, David Fincher, even though he doesn't do exclusively horror. He's only done like a couple, really. Fede Alvarez and I said Wes Craven. I want to say Toby Hooper, but I'm sure there's somebody I'm missing there. I'll say Toby Hooper for now, though. Anonymous person says, "Hi Lee, since you reviewed the Carrie remake, do you think you'll get to the original anytime soon? How about Misery?" Yes, of course. I picked up the Scream Factory release of the original, so I can't wait. Actually, that's gonna be really freaking awesome. I love Brian De Palma's Carrie. Brian De Palma is one of my favorite directors. Like, the guy is, and he, all his movies aren't great, but he was really like golden in like the 70s and 80s. Like Scarface is great, and even like his movies that aren't horror, there's still kind of an eerie vibe to them. Like the Body Double. Body Double is probably one of my favorite movies, just because of how it's hard to classify what exact type of movie that is. So, yeah, love Brian De Palma. I don't even think that was a question, but I veered off somewhere. Let's see, what else do we got? T2 recut. Oh God. Michael, I swear to God, man, I haven't had a laugh. I was laughing so hard today at work that I was scared that people were gonna hear me in like the other rooms. It hurt. Guys, just go type in T2 recut or Terminator 2 recut on YouTube, and I guess it depends on what type of sense of humor you have. But oh my God, I have not laughed that hard in a long time. Thank you so much for that. That was great. Did you like Resurrection? Resurrection is my all-time favorite horror movie. Top 5 mafia movies. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love mafia movies. I'm gonna go number 1 is gonna be Goodfellas. Number 2 is gonna be, God, there's so many good ones. Donnie Brasco is in there. It's funny, I say I love mafia movies and I can't even like name off the rest of them. You guys got me on the spot. All right. Casino. Yeah, Casino is fantastic. Scarface. I saw The Godfather 1 and 2, and they're great. I'll say The Godfather's my number 5. But I'm not like the biggest fan of Godfather like everybody else is. So maybe I just need to watch it again, though. Have you at least watched Phantasm yet? No, I have not yet. I have a list. Guys, I have a list of movies about that high that I have to get to. So it's coming, though. It's coming. Hey, Drum Dums, are you a fan of the Grand Theft Auto games? No, to be honest, I'm not a real gamer. So, yeah, Michael, we definitely got to discuss the mafia movie genre more. Free for All Fridays, we're going to do that. I'll open up like a whole thread for mafia movies. What else we got? Godfather and Scarface. Yeah, I love Scarface. I watch Scarface like once a year, I think. Goodfellas that's another one I watch constantly. Pulp Fiction is not really a gangster movie, even though it does have like gangster elements. Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies ever, and I know that's cliche. Everybody says Pulp Fiction is their favorite movie, but it really is. It's like that great of a movie. Lee, you need to watch Before I Wake, bro. I have seen Before I Wake. I liked it. It was good. I think it's not my favorite Flanagan movie. It's actually down there in my least favorite, but it's still a good movie. Like the ending was pretty inventive and heartfelt, and it does drag a bit, but Flanagan's direction is so evident in that movie. Like, even if a Flanagan movie is boring, you can't take your eyes off of it because of how beautiful his movies look. Yeah, I agree with Cody. It was just okay. Ending was kind of weird, but I did appreciate what they were. It was different. It was very different, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah. Nothing like strangulation to get the circulation going. What movie is that from? That's good one, Jared. I've heard that line somewhere before. Have you seen the original Prom Night? Of course, I have the Blu-ray. That's one that's on my to-do list for reviews. So, yeah, I want to see Prom Night. And Prom Night 2, guys, it's on Amazon Prime right now. So if you got Amazon Prime member, you can watch that for free. So I'm looking forward to watching that. I like the Prom Night movies. I think even the bad ones, I like all of them. The Rage Carrie 2 was fun. Yeah, I like all. Do you guys like the Carrie movies? I like them. I transitioned from Carrie to Prom Night. You guys, you got to slow down. Okay, everybody, step back, take a breath. taking a drink. Oh, this is fun, guys. I'm gonna be exhausted by the time we start the stream. Oh. You guys want me to show you a couple figures that you don't see in the background? I could do that. Yes, I did like the Black Coat's Daughter. It was really good. It was slow, but it was really good. And it was freaky as hell. Do you think movies is going to end the series because you have the rest in peace to say Michael can't die? I think what you're trying to ask me there is this going to be the last Halloween movie? And I think no. If this movie makes money, hell no. There's no way this is going to be the last Halloween movie. Okay, I'm looking around. I'm looking for some figures that I want to show you guys. Okay, I'm going to show you like 2 figures. I'll be right back. Hold on just a sec. Okay, I'm setting the mood for you guys. All right. I grabbed 3 figures that I want to show you. Okay. First one is gonna be a Dale Doback. This is from Step Brothers, which is my favorite, or one of my favorite comedies. Probably my number is like top 3. But Dale Doback was great because he's a drummer, and so I had to get a Dale Doback Funko. And if you look there, he's got like drumsticks, which is cool. Did we just become best friends? Yep. Dale Doback. Next one I'm going to show you is a movie that we're going to be talking about tonight. The Predator. Have you guys ever heard of a store called White Elephant? White Elephant is a store in Spokane, Washington. And this was back in 2004, and they had all these figures, and this is from the first Predator. It's even got like the ripped out spine and skull from the movie, and I believe these sell for pretty steep now, like $50 probably. And I paid like $8 for these, and I got like all the AVP figures. And yeah, but this is one of my favorite figures, the Predator. I mean, it's the detail on that thing. I'll put it closer so you can see it, but it looks really badass. So now I'll show you one more figure that I love that's kind of hiked up in price, and that is gonna be Sam from Trick or Treat, the anthology that came out in 2009. This is another one. I think I got it right before it went out of print. Or I don't know if it's out of print, but I think if you go on Amazon right now, it's kind of expensive. So, but Sam is an icon. You know, and I think if you have just one movie under your belt and people are already calling you an icon, that says something. I think that says something. And Sam's badass. So I'm hoping they get this second movie off the ground. And they end up putting out the second Trick or Treat because, yeah, the first one is it's one that I watch every year. It's freaking amazing. Okay, that's it. That's it for those. I'm gonna do a few more questions and then I'm gonna get off here so I can get ready for tonight. Top 5 Sam Raimi films. That's a tough one because I love all the Evil Deads. I like his Spider-Man movies, even 3. I have a good time with 3. So. Yeah, it's hard to do a top 5 for Sam Raimi. Green Man says, should they do a horror movie based on Wipeout the game show? I know nothing about Wipeout the game show. I'll have to do some research and find out what that show's all about. Is that one of those like Japanese game shows where they do like really crazy shit? What else we got? Do you think we'll ever see a new Friday the 13th movie? I hope so. Yeah, oh my God, I've talked about this so many times with Friday, and not against you. I'm saying Friday the 13th. I just get upset because it's the easiest, simplest formula to create a Friday the 13th movie. But for some reason, they can't do that. And there's no excuse, because back in the 80s, every freaking year, they'd come out with a new Friday the 13th movie. And for some reason, I don't know why, but they can't get... I just did the Drum Dums Watches for the remake. And why not just go ahead and do a sequel to that? I mean, it was a successful movie. I know it had a sharp drop-off, but you know what? Sharp drop-offs are pretty common for horror movies anyway. So... I don't know why they just didn't do a sequel to that. If they would have done a sequel, guess what, guys? It would have made money. It would have made money. I don't understand it. It's stupid. So, now you upset me. You really upset me. This is bullshit. All right, next question. I'm happy I'm not one of those people who love Friday the 13th more than Halloween. Just kidding. Well, Halloween's my baby, but I do love Friday the 13th. Yeah. You know, it's one thing I can say about Friday the 13th is like, even the bad movies, I can watch them. You know? Like, even the worst Friday the 13th movie, I can still throw it in and watch it. Do you think we'll ever get a direct sequel to Prom Night 1980? This is Herbert Geddes. A direct sequel to Prom Night 1980? Yeah, The Rage Carrie 2 was a direct sequel. I mean, it took place like some years after, but it was a legit sequel. Prom Night 2, even I haven't seen it. That was a direct sequel, I believe. Am I wrong? I think they're remaking Friday the 13th in 2020. That would be an awesome series for you to do, to see if any ideas something as a horror film. Would you rather have the Halloween movie this year or a Friday the 13th movie? Halloween. I mean, everything is set in motion now. Like, everything's lined up. The new Halloween movie's coming out, and it's my #1 movie. So yeah, there's my answer for that. And it looks like they got their shit together. It looks like this might be a pretty good movie. If I had to guess, like, which movie out of the series is probably going to be the most like, and I hope I'm wrong on this, I'm really getting like it's going to be like H2O, just because of who all's involved. I'm hoping I'm wrong though. I recently watched Joe, directed by David Gordon Green, who's directing this Halloween, and that got me excited. With Nicolas Cage, it's a good movie, but I think more importantly, I didn't really care if it was a good movie. I just wanted to gauge what type of director he was. And as soon as I saw that, I thought, yeah, this is gonna be great. Mario, are you serious? Have you seen The Crow? The Crow is like, it's my second favorite movie of all time behind Halloween. So, yes, I have definitely seen The Crow. Let's see, what else? Halloween 4 or Friday 4? Boy, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Whew. I'm going to say Halloween 4 just because of like the importance of that movie to me, how it got me into the series. Definitely, yeah, I got to say Halloween 4. And plus the ending, like, shocked the hell out of me. It scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I've reviewed the movie twice. That's how much I love Halloween 4. It's just so good. So yeah, that's my answer for that one. But not to take anything away from Friday 4. Friday 4 is the best. It's my favorite Friday movie. You know, it's like if you could have a perfect Friday movie, Friday 4 is it for me. It would be great to hear your thoughts on a film called Once Were Warriors. Never even heard of that film, Lewis. So I will look into that. Thank you. Are you excited about potential reboot? Potential reboot of what, Mario? Are you talking about? The Crow. You're talking about The Crow. I remembered. Part of me, I'm excited, but I'm more guarded than anything because they've tried to get a new Crow movie off the ground for the last decade now, and it always just completely falls flat. And I think there's a few reasons for that, and I'm sure some of the logistical reasons are a part of it. But I think they always end up going back and comparing it to Brandon Lee's first movie. And how do you like even attempt to follow that? Because A, the guy died, and B, it is one of the most like groundbreaking, just one of the most perfectly done movies in my mind that I've ever seen. You know, it made me think of movies in a different way. You know, because before The Crow, there was no movies like The Crow except for maybe Batman, but Batman still had like some comedy in it. Whereas The Crow, it just felt so refreshing and unique. And I think we get that movie, you know, a movie like The Crow, a cultural phenomenon is what, for lack of a better term, every maybe 5-10 years. You know, like The Dark Knight, that was one that shakes the foundations. You know, not everybody, but people like me, especially like horror fans, you know, I'm sure everybody can remember like what they were doing when they first saw The Crow. That's how important that movie is. Do you think Laurie Strode will die, and what do you think they will do with Dr. Loomis in Halloween 2018? I don't know. I mean, I think Laurie Strode's probably going to take up that mantle, but maybe not. I mean, we already know that Wes Patton, I think his name is actually being cast as like a detective or something like that. So you do have a Brackett type character. But as far as I'm hoping that Laurie is that type of character, like a Loomis type of character, you know, because if you can't have Donald Pleasance, why replace him? Why not have somebody fill those shoes? You know, kind of like Rocky filled Mickey's shoes in Creed. You know, so that's what I'm hoping for. What's the timeline of Halloween 2018? It's gonna take place in the present day. That's all we know as far as the timeline goes. The Crow reboot should be an original story with elements from James O'Barr's original work, dark and moody, and most importantly, something new. Yes, I agree. Take My Oxygen, what's up? How are you doing? When is the It review coming? I'm actually gonna probably get up tomorrow morning and start editing that. It's already been recorded. So yeah, I plan on editing probably tomorrow. Hopefully, like in a perfect world, I get it up tomorrow night. So yeah, that's the plan for the It. And you know what? Since I like you people, do you want me to give you like a sneak peek of what I thought of It? I'll do that for you guys. Just because you guys are so cool and you came to spend some time with me, taking time out of your busy days, I'll give you a little bit of what I thought about It. Okay? I'll give you a little bit. I won't give you it all. All right? So, the first half of this movie, I think it's even better than the I guess the new movie is the first half of this movie. As far as the kids, I prefer these kids in the original over the new one. I thought the kid who played Bill was so good, and it's a shame that he passed away. It really is, because he was a really good actor. I say his name in the review, but I forget what it was. But yeah, when I was watching the movie, I just felt sad as I was watching his performance, because he was a really good actor. You know, wise. What's the word? What's the phrase I'm looking for? Wise among his years, or wise? I'm sounding stupid, but yeah, he was great. I liked Seth Green as Richie. I thought they fleshed out all the kids, and especially Ben. I preferred Ben much more in the original. Now, as far as Pennywise, two completely different iterations of the character. I mean, Tim Curry, you know, you can compare him to Jack Nicholson, you know, in the first Batman. It's a completely different version of the Joker, and that's the way Tim Curry is. So if you go in after watching the new movie trying to compare that, not a good idea. So I tried to separate all that and tried to just look at his performance on its own, and it's great. His performance is great. He does come across to especially younger generations that watch this movie are probably going to see him as like a drunk uncle type of character. Where I think Bill Skarsgård, his performance was more chilling, I think, you know, and this could have something to do with how the film is dated and everything, but Bill Skarsgård's performance was really chilling, but I do think he got a lot of help in the special effects department, you know, whereas Tim Curry, it was pretty much, he was naked in that role, you know, he was burying his soul. All he had was like a little bit of face paint on, you know, he clown makeup on, but he was, yeah, Tim Curry was good. He was really good. I preferred Bill Skarsgård, but I liked Tim Curry. So, now as far as the adult section of this movie, I'm going to have to let you wait until I drop the review. No, I was going to tell you, the adult version of this movie, hot garbage. Like, complete hot garbage. Like, shit. Like, horrible. Like, I will never watch the adult version of this movie again. Seriously. It's just horrible. I think the big thing for me was I could not, like, get beneath the surface of any of these freaking characters in the adult version, which is kind of ironic because most of the time adults are more seasoned actors than children, but in this movie it was the opposite. The children, I think, blew the doors off the adults as far as performances go. So yeah, that was my thoughts on it. I mean, and I'm sure you guys aren't surprised. Every time I talk to somebody about the original It, they always say the second half is much worse than the first half, and they're right. So, but look for that review to come within the next couple of days. And that's my thoughts on it for you guys for just stopping in. I appreciate that. That was cool. So, let's see. We've been on for a little while now. I think I'll answer 2 more questions. Okay, 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna get out. All right. Lee, Halloween 4 looks so good on Blu-ray, but we need 4K Halloween now. Yeah, I can't wait until we get. I want some 4K horror in general. The 4K The Exorcist would look amazing. Anything that was shot in like 35mm or 70mm is gonna look insane in 4K. Okay, here's a question. Epic Zombie Killer. Out of Freddy, Michael, and Jason, who is your favorite? Oh, that's an easy one. I'm gonna answer 3 questions. All right, Michael is my favorite. Number 2 would be probably Jason. I'm gonna say Freddy's number 2 and Jason's number 3, but it's close. Like those, I love all of them. Okay. Have you? No, I have not watched Demons yet. I won't count that as a question. Okay, here's a good question, Sir Alex. Are you a fan of football, soccer? Funny enough, no. And the reason I say funny enough is because I was actually a soccer coach for a little league team. My kids were in little league soccer when they were growing up, so I volunteered like the good guy, and did some coaching for soccer. And I really knew nothing about the sport. I had to learn stuff on the fly. I think when you teach kids, you just got to have some basic principles to teach them. You don't really have to know everything about the sport. It does help to know some stuff about the sport, but yeah, I'm not a big sports guy. That's the quick answer to that question. I'm not a big football fan. I'm not a big soccer fan. I'm a movie guy. And what's funny is, like, my last base when I was stationed there, everybody would come in and they would talk about football on Monday mornings. That was their big thing. Everybody would talk about football, and there'd be a good 30-minute conversation. That's great. I had one buddy of mine. We were big horror fanatics and movie fanatics. So we'd talk about movies, and then people would get annoyed that we'd be talking about movies. But we were like, fuck you guys. You're talking about football for 30 minutes. So, yeah, that's my answer. Who's your favorite YouTuber with the initials CP? That'd be Crappy Pasta. I'm sure there's a channel called Crappy Pasta out there. One more question. Here we go. Let's see. Favorite horror TV show? Blurry Face. All right. That doesn't count. That question doesn't count. Let's go to another one. Hold on. What would you do if they canceled the new Halloween movie like they did with the Friday the 13th reboot of last year? I'd probably throw something. Like, I'd freak out. I'd probably freak out. That would piss me off. Seriously. Like, because, I mean, and it could happen too, guys, because we're still early in the stages. So, things happen along the way. Projects fall through. So, I don't think it's going to happen. But if it did, well, you'd have some pissed off people. I'll tell you that. But, yeah, it's happened before, I'm sure. And on the flip side of that, the movie could be made and it could never come out. You know, like the Amityville movie. Now, that's not going to happen with this movie because it's so high profile, but that happens too. So, here's a good one. How did it feel when you were on Stranger Things? It was cool. I had done some extra work in the past. I was in the Avengers in 2012. And so that was my first taste of being an extra, knowing nothing about it. And it was badass. It was really cool. And I met a good friend who I'm still friends with today, and we talk on Facebook all the time. But being an extra is cool. I think if you're an extra, you're gonna have to wait around a lot. That's the big thing. People think, you know, on movie sets they're just, you know, acting all the time, and then they'll cut and then they'll go to another scene. A lot of times, especially in like big budget, high profile films, you're gonna be sitting there for probably 80% of the time, and you're actually gonna be working 20% of the time. And sometimes you're going to be working 0% of the time. I went to Stranger Things Season 2 4 times, 4 different days. And I worked on, I think, one of those days. And that was that big scene that I did at the end. And interesting story about that was I had pretty much given up. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be in this freaking season. I've accepted it. And then they called me like right at the last minute when they were about to wrap up everything. And they said, hey, we have a special extra spot that we want you to be in. The director looked at like 5 different extra headshots or whatever, and he chose you. I don't know if it was because of my military background or what it was, but the director chose me to be in this part. And of course my ego like went freaking through the roof. And so I get on the set, and there's I'm in this MP outfit, and there's like 5 or 6 other guys dressed just like me. So I thought, oh, I'm probably just going to do a scene with all these guys then. And then they come in and they say, okay, we need they called it, I think, like our hero extra or something like that. And I was like, okay, so who's the hero extra? And then the lady goes, yeah, we need you to come with us. And so oh, okay. So I went, and the other guys, they were just standing there, you know, cooling their heels. And so I went on there, and then the Duffer Brothers actually came up to me when I'm standing in front of those doors. They're showing me, you know, hey, you're going to grab these chains, you're going to lock this lock, you're going to walk back from the camera, and then and that's going to be a cut, and then we're going to do another scene, and then we're going to do one more scene. So then the Duffer Brothers actually came up, and they were like, they weren't talking to me directly, they were talking to the guy that was talking to me, but it was just cool to see the Duffer Brothers. And those guys are short too, by the way. But it was really cool to see Winona Ryder. It was really cool to see Sean Astin. I mean, Sean Astin literally stood like 3 feet away from me and a group of other extras. And Paul Reiser was another one, because their waiting room was like right next to where we were all just sitting and waiting. So yeah, it was a cool experience. I enjoyed it. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Probably gonna get some dinner, and then look for Scream Stream coming tonight. The return has been months. I'm so excited. Gonna have CP, Brian Lomax, and Cody, and we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll probably be on for like 2 hours. But I will see you guys there tonight. Thank you so much for dropping in. This was a lot of fun. And I might just do this like unannounced, you know, pre-stream type stuff in the future. Just because it's fun to, you know, talk to you guys. The time, Kelly, will be 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So it's 5 o'clock right now. So 3 hours from now. 3 hours from now, guys, we'll be live. We'll be talking about some good stuff. So that's it. I'm going to go hit stop stream now. I love you guys. All right.